is going on, people? Alright, so in this video I am going to introduce to you another new strategy. Okay, this is not really new, but this is like my own variant. Okay, this is the growing hordes saving exarch strategy, right? It is better than the usual L and go, and you will profit nearly double the amount from L and go. Like I mentioned over here, you can easily earn up to 8 divine, like really no problem. The highest I went was 10 divine. All right, so what is this strategy all about? From a very high level point of view, it is basically we are going to use growing hordes. It is a keystone to boost our pack size per map. So we are going to mainly use rusted scarabs, and for each rusted scarabs you use, you are going to increase the pack size by 5%. So 4 scarabs will mean 20% increase in pack size, correct? And simply pumping the whole entire map to 50% pack size and just increasing our loot overall. Right, so how do it get to 50%? Growing horse is going to give us 20%, fortune favor the brave is 10%, and then your map base is 20%. So that's why you have 50% or more, okay? And yes, it might look very simple, right? It look very simple on the very low level scale, but this boost, right, actually helps a lot in both the altar farming and harvest or expedition. Like in harvest or expedition, we will basically get double the rare monsters, which also means more life force or more chance to get logbooks. Okay, so the only problem for this, right, is you have to purchase the rusted scarabs in bulk if you do not have. Okay, if you do not have, and it's basically the annoying part because many of the players don't usually respond. Right, that is the annoying part. But once you are past that, you can play for many maps. Alright, probably I'll just recommend to purchase rusted scarabs in bulks of 100 or more. It might be expensive at the start, but just take it as an investment. Okay, and other than that, everything else is self-sustainable, and that is what I really love about this strategy. From maps to Chaser, Chaos Orb of Binding to rare your maps, Awaken Sexton, everything is self-sustainable. Okay, you don't have to purchase them. Maybe the worst come to worst is you only need to purchase Orb of Scouring, maybe. Alright, but so far I do not have that issue. Right, so before I begin explaining, let me show you some of my clips of me running this strategy for both Harvest and Expedition. Enjoy. Alright guys, this is gonna be a map with Harvest, so I'm gonna show you how we do it. City Square as usual, you just go to the center of the map, kill the boss, take whatever you see, and just continue on, go back and continue on with your map. Alright, whatever that you get from Fortune Favor the Brave, it is a bonus, okay? So it's really up to you whether you want to do it or not. I would say it is not mandatory to do, so stuff like Breach, Harbinger, I always skip them. Like I completely skip them, I don't even bother about them. I just walk past them. Right, because the amount of time that I kill it, I probably can do like another 1/4 or half my map. Okay, so we already got Grand Eldritch Ember for our first one. Spread Caustic Grounds, nothing extremely important. Right, just continue moving on. You can see that the number of monsters on the map has been like greatly increased. Okay, so we have the Harbinger over here. Yeah, I'll just ignore it. I usually just ignore all of them because it really doesn't give anything very good or significant right now. That's why I ignore them. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of City Square map. There is a lot of City Square map. Okay, Harvest. So this is the part. Okay, look. So over here, right, it is very obvious that you always want to take the one that has more rare monsters, alright? Okay, just look at this. We have 2 rare yellow plant monsters right now. We might actually get 3 or even 4. So look, we got 4. We got 4 right here. Look at the amount of vivid crystallized life force we get. How much is this? This is 768 just from one crop. Okay, you saw right, there was 2 rare monsters and it duplicated, and this is because of the 50% increased pack size. Right, it is not guaranteed that every time it will duplicate, but there is a very high chance of it duplicating. Look at this, I also got like, how much is the blue one? 924 just from one crop. Okay, so stuff like this, like purple crop is more expensive, right? But just go for the blue one because it has one more rare monsters. One more rare monsters can mean a lot of difference. Right, for me, I just felt, regardless whether is it, ooh, that was scary. Regardless whether is it blue, red, or yellow, right? Always take the one that has more rare monsters because ultimately it's going to give you more drop. Okay, so yes, if situations like this, both of them has no rare, then of course you take the one that is more profitable. So it's always yellow is the most expensive, purple is the second one, and blue is the least expensive. Right. Okay, so that's it for harvest. I only got 3 crops, unfortunately. I don't have more than that. And yeah, I think we are near the end already. So this is just a very basic run, okay? It is not the best. It is not the worst either, but yeah, just a very quick showcase on how I do each and every one of my maps. Okay, and this is a map with expedition. I am going to show you guys how this is done. City square, so as usual, you go to the center of the map and you kill the map boss. So we only have Eldritch Minions reward left, right? And then just continue on with your map. Doesn't matter where you go, alright? You're gonna go one round either way. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the top first. Right, just kill every other thing, okay? Whatever that is activated on Fortune Favors the Brave, it is not mandatory to do it, okay? So usually I will ignore stuff like Harbinger, what else? Harbinger, Breach, right? Because I don't use them out and they actually take very long. The amount of time I could have actually completed probably another 1/4 of my map. So just do remember that every content that you do is gonna take up time, okay? You have to weigh between whether is it worth it or not to do those contents. Here we got our first map sustain. Ooh, that's a lot of monsters. That's a bit scary. Okay, this is our 3rd altar already, I think, or is it the 4th? I think it might be the 4th though. Yeah, this is the 3rd one. Yeah, you can see we actually got a lot. You probably won't see this amount of altars anywhere near if you choose to run the previous version, which is the L and Go. Alright, and we have our expedition. I'll just do it. Okay, let me clear the monsters. Always clear the monsters around it first. You do not want to plant the detonations halfway and just die. Right. Okay, I'm gonna take this as well. We have Orb of Unmaking. Oh wow. Oh, I think that was my... Yeah, that was my incubator. Definitely not the drops. Okay, Vow or Expedition Scarab. Okay, we're done. So, I'm gonna start. Make sure you always take all of the runic monster markers. The skeleton head light thingy stick. Okay, all of them. And make sure that you ignore all of the mods that you cannot do. I mean, it sounds very easy and simple, right? But you really have to take note of it, okay? Because the moment you miss and you actually hit one of the mods that you can't do, it is very difficult. Like this, you see? Monster kill things with 20% or lower life, or here I am low life. I definitely cannot take this. So I'm just going to try and skip it. And why the heck do we have one over here? So weird. Should I take this? We have 3 left though. Okay, I'm gonna skip probably. Yeah, always take the runic monster marker, whatever it is. Okay, focus on that. Okay, I can take the inside. Yeah, I could have taken the inside mod. Let me see if it connects. Otherwise, I'm just gonna redo. Okay, I'm gonna redo. Okay, over here, I'm gonna take this. And then we will have this, I guess. Can I take both? Yep, I can take both. Okay, and it's just here. Alright, there's no more runic monster marker, right? Once you're done, make sure you double check to ensure every single mod you are able to do, okay? Look, I actually missed out. Hits against monster cannot be critically struck. Oh, this one. See, hits against monster cannot be critically struck because I'm playing COC, so please, you really have to be extremely careful. Alright, done. I have to miss that mod, no choice. Okay, let's go. Okay, and the runic monsters, right, will more or less be duplicated. Okay, but it's not guaranteed to get a logbook. Okay, no matter what. Oh, we got one. Okay. So yeah, just bear in mind, okay, the logbooks are really not... Wait, I missed that runic monster marker. Oh no. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes, you know, we don't really pay extremely close attention, so we might miss out. But yeah, the whole point is, with the increased pack size, right, your runic monster marker is gonna be... the rare monster that comes out of it might duplicate, and that's why you have a lot more chance to get the logbooks. Alright, and once you're done, just continue to move on with your map. Okay. Right, I think we are done. And yes, also make sure that you complete almost everything, okay? Doesn't have to be everything, but yeah. Okay, so this is actually a loot we get. Look, we got a logbook that has sun. That's 60C right there already. Delicious. Alright, so I'm now going to go in depth into more details on this strategy. I don't really have a name for it, so let's just call this strategy Too Much Scarabs. Alright. Rough base profit per 28 maps is going to be about 8 divine, okay? About 8 divine. You can get more, you can get less, but you should probably get around there. This is not including the cost of your scarabs and your map mod device, okay? Map sustain wise, this is very easy. If you come to me complaining on why you cannot map sustain, there's two things I will require you to check. So first, make sure that you have all of the void zones, and secondly, make sure that all of your favorite map slots have been unlocked. Okay, so over here, you probably can leave out the fear, which is the last one over here, but I expect you to have all of the rest unlocked. Okay, the fear, if it's not done, I think it is fine. Just one is perfectly fine. Okay. Estimated time per map, it really depends on your build, but for me it's about 4 to 5 minutes. I am using a mapper build. Okay. What are the contents in this strategy is really just 3: Shrine, Searing Exarch, and your Harvest or Expedition. Just choose one. Alright. And for that, oops, we are not using the domination, sorry. Domination. Fortune favor the brave. My bad. Oops, I need to... Yep. So we are going to use this on our map device, okay? Which is 3C, and it gives you any one of the map mod on your device randomly. Okay, so what is this strategy all about? Literally, like I mentioned in the introduction, it is to use growing hordes keystone to make all our maps above 50% pack size. And with this increased pack size, you're going to have more monsters, more auto rewards, and generally better sustain. Right, this increased pack size also has a very high chance to increase the number of rare monsters from your harvest and expedition by double the amount. So let's say if you got 2 rare harvest monsters, like in my previous video, you can see that it actually duplicated and it became 4. Right, it is only a chance. You can get 3, you can get 4, or you can even get back the same 2. Right, but the chances of you getting another one is actually very high, and that's why Harvest is going to give you more life force, and Expedition is going to give you more chance for more logbooks. Alright, and the downside of this strategy is you need to purchase a whole bunch of rusted scarabs if you do not have. Alright, but once you are at this stage, if you are farming a lot, you should have a lot of rusted scarabs. The only exception rusted scarabs that I do not recommend you to use is Expedition rusted scarabs, because those can sell for 2C, I think at least 2 chaos. Alright, and next is what do we profit in this strategy. Alright, because we have so much monster in the map, we are going to generate a lot of very basic currencies from the Searing Exarch altars, like stuff like your Chaos Orb, Chaser, Orb of Binding, Orb of Making, Awakened Sextant, Eldritch Embers, blah blah blah. All of these are really good rewards from the Searing Exarch. Alright. Harvest will give you tons of Life Force, Expedition will give you tons of Logbook, like I mentioned earlier. So, here comes the big question. Why Searing Exarch and not Eater of World? Okay, I have written down the explanation here, so anytime you want to read back, you can just go to my notebook. So with the very large amount of monsters, right, the rewards from Searing Exarch is going to give you much more drops, and it really can't be compared to Eater of World. I've tested it also as well. The problem with Searing Exarch in the high budget L and Go was because the number of monsters that is in the map is very low. Thus, even if you get like good rewards, you get maybe a combination of Chaos Orb, Orb of Unmaking, what else, Awakened Sextant and whatever, you are not going to get a good decent amount of those rewards. You're still going to get very little because the mob count on it is very low, right? Whereas for Eater of World, it has tons of monster, and you have 20% chance to have another altar which gives you even more monster, and it was consistent. That is why in the high budget L and Go, recommended is to have Eater of World so that you have map sustainability, right? And this change, right, in this strategy with the growing hordes is so that now that you have a large pool of monsters in your whole map, your Searing Exarch rewards is going to be much better and higher. Like I mentioned here, TLDR, your Searing Exarch large monster count, good amount of good rewards. But if you were to choose Eater of World, you have a super large number of monsters and a large amount of bad rewards. I think you can relate that. Okay. But if you still would like to try Eater of World, I would say it is not the worst. Okay, it is still decent. It is still acceptable. If you would like to try some RNG for some Divine Orbs altar, unveil Chaos Orbs, or even Divination cards that give Divination cards, you want some RNG luck and thrill, then you can choose Eater of Worlds. Okay, and last but not least, what other options are there to extra juice the maps, right? For Harvest, buy the sextant that duplicates Life Force. Okay, blue or purple plant, I don't care. Just don't purchase the yellow plants because they are very expensive, right? Just purchase the sextant that has the duplicate Life Force are duplicated. I think that's the name. That's the line of the modifier. And then it comes with either it contains blue crop or purple crop or yellow crop. Okay, just get either the blue or the purple one. For Expedition, you can buy the sextant that increase the number of runic monster markers. I can tell you it is very expensive. I think it's around 70 to 80 chaos. I can't remember, but I did saw it. And I have done this method before. What I can tell you that most popular those popular content creators, right, or these streamers that told you that this sextant is really good, I can tell you ultimately it still boils down to RNG, right? I have experienced 3 maps before with this sextant and I have not gotten a single logbook, and this is with Gilded Expedition Scarab, right? It doesn't mean you have 100 runic monsters you're gonna get like a ton of logbook. No, it doesn't work that way. In the end, it still boils down to what are the chances of you getting a logbook, the roll numbers on each runic monsters. Okay, so it's really still pure RNG. This is completely up to you. And the last one is, of course, to just use better tier of scarabs. Polish, Gilded. I don't really recommend Gilded, but I think Polish is fine. So if you are going to use Rusted Scarabs, the pack size is going to increase by 5%. Polish is by 7%. Gilded is by 9%. I think this is it. I can't remember. It's Polish is 10 and Gilded is 15. Sorry, my bad. I don't use Polish, so I don't know. Right, and so there you go. And the maps that you are going to use or you want to use preferably is City Square, Mesa, or Atoll. Right, City Square, like I've already shown. Mesa is the same, just go straight up to the slope and then kill the boss first. Atoll, just when you enter the map, always keep to the right, go straight, kill the boss, and the rest of the map is yours. And for situations like this, if you actually see a yellow crop and another color of the crop, either the purple or the blue ones, okay, or the red or the blue ones. And the yellow one, the yellow crops doesn't have a rare monster, but the blue or the red one has a rare monster. In this situation, you take the one with the rare monster, alright? Because your rare monster is gonna have a chance to be kind of duplicated, or the life force drop is duplicated. So no matter what, right, the rare monsters is going to give you much more life force than the yellow options, okay? No matter what. Okay, so the rare is coming out now. You can see I have 3 right here, okay? Look at how much they're going to duplicate. There is no way, right, that you are going to win how much the yellow crop is going to give you. Even though regardless, the yellow crop is still the most expensive. Okay, next I'm going to show you the skill tree. So this is for harvest, alright? The links are already here, so just please click them on your own. There is a few things that I want to mention over here, alright? So I think a lot of players are being very confused on why do they need to take these shaping nodes. Okay, I am going to explain again. So the reason for taking all of these shaping nodes is to increase your map sustainability. If you do not want to increase your map sustainability, you like to buy it from other players, then you can off it. Okay, you can off it. But it is annoying. It is annoying to buy maps from others, like especially in bulk or overpriced bulk. So how this works is maps has 15% chance to be 1 tier higher, and with the small one, all of these branches are like 25%. So 25, 25, 25, 25 is 100%. And why do we want the maps to be increased by 1 tier is because when you are running tier 16 map, it doesn't mean all of the maps drop are tier 16. Okay, you can have tier 14, you can have tier 15 maps as well. It is the category of the pool of maps. So when you are running the maps, let's just say you get a tier 14 map, it will automatically be upgraded to tier 15 and tier 15 to tier 16. So let's just say if you did not take all these nodes, you are going to get a tier 15 map. That tier 15 map is not going to be your favorite map. Okay, it can be some other random stuff, and it will not account for in your favorite map slot, which is over here. Right, this applies more in favoritism towards tier 16s. So that is why you want to take all this, because if you drop a tier 15, it will be a tier 16, and the tier 16 has a higher chance to be your favorite maps. I hope that makes sense to most of the people out there, alright? Okay, and the rest of them is just pretty simple. Just take some shrine and all of your harvest nodes, including this, okay? Including this. At first I was a little bit skeptical about the nodes here, but after I've done so many maps, I realized that the profits from this is really a lot. Okay, in a sense, you want to only leave out this because you want more of your crops to be yellow. Yellow is roughly about 40 to 45 C, 40 to 45 per 1 chaos. Okay, so maybe 450 is 10 chaos, something like that. And the rest of them, the purple or the blue plants, are basically 65 to 1 chaos. So you can see the difference is quite a lot there. And if you keep getting yellow, your profits are actually going to increase much more. Alright, so this right here is really personal preference. If you are fine with any one of them, you can actually remove to allocate other stuff like essence, strongbox, or whatsoever. Okay, and we are going to take the enduring influence this time round because we're going to use searing exarch. We are going to self-sustain awakened sexton, and that is why we are going to use it also. Right, and the rest is pretty much self-explanatory. Okay, I don't really need to explain. You have your going horse and your searing exarch. Okay, and please don't ask me why I do not take this tree. You can take this tree. Okay, you can take this tree and remove this tree, but I just have a little bit of OCD, so yeah, I prefer to see as a whole circle. To me, it doesn't make a difference for this 15% rarity item, since it only applies to equipments, armors, right? It doesn't apply to any other thing else. Okay, so if you really do not want this shrine syncretism that gives you double additional shrine effect, you can remove it and add either this quantity, or you can add additional 20% chance to spawn another shrine, right? So with this, it is going to be a how many 40%. Yeah, 40% chance to add an additional shrine to your map, which means more map sustain, a higher chance to have map sustain, and also more loots. Well, I'll leave it to you. Okay guys, this is how you should prepare your map. I am going to give you a very quick view on how I do it. So usually I'll prepare 28 maps, alright? So for this, I'll be running City Square. So what you're gonna do is take your cartographer chaser and spam it on white, okay? Each chaser is gonna give you 5% quantity, and so just do it for all of your white maps. Make sure it is on white, not magic or rare, okay? Once you have done finish, look, I have made all of them 20% already. Just throw in either the Orb of Binding or Orb of Alchemy, okay? For now, I have too much Orb of Alchemy, so I'm just going to throw it here. Okay, just throw it on every single one of them. Okay, throw it on every single one of them. And after that, you want to check to make sure you can run all the maps, right? So to make sure, usually just go to regex. Okay, this is a very good tool. Go to regex, make sure there is a pack size of at least 20%. Alright, and make sure you select all the mods that you are unable to do or you do not want to do. It's a maximum of 5 mods, alright? So for here, I've already selected. Copy this, what is this line, okay? Just click copy, okay, and paste it over here. It is going to show you what are the maps you're able to do and what are the maps that you're not able to do. So those grayed out ones, just take your Orb of Scouring and click on them. Okay, click on them. Pretty easy. Go back to your Orb of Alchemy and do it the same thing. Repeat this process, alright? Repeat this process until you have make sure all of your maps are light up. Okay, if it's not light up, means you are not able to do the map. Okay, so for example, I'm going to show you this. See, it has players have 40% less cooldown recovery rate. I'm not able to do, that's why it lights up for me. Alright, this one is because it reflects elemental damage. So yeah, I'm not able to do, and that's why you just reroll them, all of the maps, until they are light up. Okay, sometimes it can be a bit annoying. Okay. Oh my god. What are the chances? Okay, I rerolled them so many times already. Okay. So this is done, okay? This is your preparation of the map. And next, what you want to do is just take your Awakened Sexton, go in, and apply them on all of your 4 watchstones, alright? If you, let's say for me, I am doing Harvest. This is my Harvest tree, so I'm doing Harvest. I might want to purchase the Sexton of here. Life Force drop by Harvest monsters in your maps are duplicated, sorry. So you only want to use one of these, and then you just Awaken Sexton the rest of them that actually gives you monster. Okay. Any other thing else, you can probably just check the market to see if those Sextons are expensive and you can sell them off. Right, and then next what you want to do is, I already have those Rusted Scarabs over here. Okay, just take a pack of Rusted Scarabs. Usually I'll run my maps in 4. Okay. So make sure you have 4 Rusted Scarabs and make sure you select Fortune Favor the Brave and just go. That's how it is. That's very simple, alright? Alright, so this is the whole entire loot for all the 28 maps. Right, you can see there are a lot of raw currencies. Like the most is Chaos, and then you have Cartographer Chaser and Awakened Sexton. Probably enough for you to sustain your whole entire 28 maps. And the usual Eldritch Embers, this is a combination of Lesser, Greater, and Grand. Alterations, you have a lot of altars that actually give you Instilling Orb and Enkindling Orb as well. Not to mention Orb of Regret, Gem Cutter's Prism, and Orb of Binding. This tree is also very common for the Searing Exarch altars, alright? So you can convert Orb of Regret to Orb of Unmaking, and then you can probably print more money. Other than that, I actually encountered some beyond as well. The tainted currencies are not really a lot, but you do get them. You will also get Delirium Mirrors, but so far, out of all the 28 maps, I only encountered 1 Delirium. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that rare, maybe I'm just unlucky. I got a lot of Shrines, Harbinger, and Root Exiles. So I guess the cheaper the map mod device is, actually the the number of encounters, the number of times that you encounter might be more. I really don't know. Okay, I really don't know because I only encountered Delirium once. That's quite awful and probably beyond twice. Yeah, doesn't make sense either, but maybe just RNG. Okay, and on top of that, I actually got one raw divine orb drop, so I'm going to exclude this. I'm going to put it over here. I have 2 dragon's heart and 1 strategist as well. This is actually very rare, so I'm just going to put this aside as well because it's not every day or every time or even every 28 maps that you're going to get all of this, so not accountable for. That aside, harvest, I actually got 11.7k yellow life force. That is really a lot. That is about 1.5 divine orb right here. Okay, if you combine it with the red and the blue ones, it's actually more than 2 divine. So it is really a lot of currency. Okay, scarab wise, here there is actually 54 scarabs. Okay, so that is like only half of what we need to run the map. Unfortunately, if you want to run more, you got to purchase, or you can just do other strategy while taking more scarabs first. Okay, sometimes you might actually get more scarabs. So before I actually compiled this, I was running another 28 map and I actually got 70 to 80 plus scarabs. Right, alright, and then we have the polish and the gilded scarabs. The cards are really not so significant. Probably this one has some value. So Astromantis, the polymath, somewhere around that it has value. So yes, then see over here. And yeah, this is just a very high level view of what you can loot with this strategy in 28 maps, right? Please just exclude this. I'm just putting there for sure. There's chance that you can get it. Okay, and so let's just see a snapshot. Okay, wait, it's actually hanging. Okay, here. So this is actually from Excellent Nicks. I did a snapshot of how much currency is there here. Okay, how much currency was there in the in this tab here, this loot tab. Right, you can see the whole entire tab is 2000 chaos. Right, if you were to remove divine orb, okay, so let's just do a quick calculation. I'm gonna remove the divine orb, or basically all the expensive stuff that is actually very rare to get. So divine orb is 200, right? And then we have dragon's heart. Dragon's heart is 140 chaos, so I'm going to minus off 140 chaos as well. And then the strategist is 60c. Okay, we're gonna have 1600 chaos just from this. Okay, 1600 chaos just from this is really a lot. It is more than what I expected, to be honest. Right, okay, that comes to the end of this video. So if you have any questions, do join the Discord and I will try to answer your questions. And if you like my video, do remember to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Bye.